Hey everyone, welcome back to more Endless Legend. I'm DisturbingPuppet. So we're continuing our campaign here, playing as the Drakken. We'll do kind of a quick update here. Not too much as crazy has happened, as we are playing a very diplomatic-focused species. We're not really doing much in the way of warfare or anything. We have expanded a little bit. So we started here in Fudoro. I did build a city up here in Samoa, and we'll look at that in a minute. And I just recently established one in Nyleria. I'm looking at where I want to go next as far as establishing stuff. We do have the kind of spy, not sure what they're called, faction, are right next to me over here. These guys. Kui. I don't know if that's the name of the AI or it's the name of the faction. That's not the name of the. It's got to be the name of the player, not the faction. So yeah, I'm not sure. These guys are kind of spy focused. I haven't really seen them much, but they've pretty aggressively moved and expanded as we've moved around. Yeah, because these guys are like the Alaria or something like that, and it says Teros. Kind of odd. So we are still in Cold War with everyone. We haven't done the research yet to be able to move to peace, which is kind of an odd thing in this game. You have to research the ability to have a peace footing with others. I have spread around some various different compliments to kind of keep people fairly happy. They're jealous, they're dismissive, jealous, pitying, and indifferent. But yeah, kind of occasionally spreading some out, which uses our influence, and I do have a lot of influence production, and I'm not sure how much of that is based on my race that I chose and how much is just kind of placement or our cities. We do have a decent amount of titanium coming in now, which was the main reason I grabbed this up here. I was scouting around for somewhere we can get titanium because the titanium stuff is really, really good. And that really was only this. And I think there was some here. Or was it back there? And then these guys kind of blocked off my access to it fairly early. We do have glass steel down here as well, so we do have the two early resources coming in. Others will pop up over time. You don't always start with them. And we do have some wine production in our original faction here, Holding and Fudoro, and we are now pumping out some wine and giving some benefits. I'm doing a little scouting around, looking around. You can kind of see these guys down here, even though they're supposed to be kind of nice faction, they've been murdering all of these little independent villages and just wiping them out, which is kind of odd behavior, I would kind of think. So I do have some new units, the Wyverns, like this guy over here. We can kind of zoom in and take a look. Flying around, grabbing stuff from ruins. These guys can move around really quickly. They don't have to worry about terrain stuff. They do have 6 movement, and I have a massively increased vision area on them, so we can see a lot with them. Unlike my last faction I played as, the Wild Walkers, who could see stuff moving around as like a question mark, mainly relying on these guys for vision, but I'm also kind of going around grabbing stuff from various different territories. That's glass steel, right? Yeah. As far as expansion opportunities go, I have incorporated 2 different little minor factions into my empire. So we'll take a look at that really quick. First being the boss, who are sort of centaur guys. They give me a plus 5% food per pacified and rebuilt village on each city. So I have them in my main city, but there's a territory nearby that also has boss. So the fact that they're also there, I think, would also give me the benefit. And then I did incorporate the Sisters of Mercy, although others might be better because they're also infantry focused. They can do some healing, which is nice. I haven't actually built any of them included in the armies, partially because they just give me a nice benefit, plus 5% health regen per pacified and rebuilt sisters village on the Empire. So all my armies regenerate a little faster. Just in between fights, we get a little health back a little quicker, which is generally a really nice benefit. So I kind of just view it as a couple of them as medics in each army. They just don't have a model kind of thing. A very, very nice addition. So the boss are down here. There's no real cool resources or anything. I haven't seen too much of the map. As you can kind of see, we zoom way out. My starting ability, one of them is that I can kind of see where everybody's at. So there's a couple factions over here, actually 3 all in that area. That's potentially a big mess. And then the other 2, I'm kind of between. So I think just kind of scouting, exploring. I don't want to pacify in an area unless I'm going to move in and take it over fairly quickly. I have been killing off some various different enemies. Like we had these guys. There was another army down here that I just defeated that was also tied to a quest. And I don't have a quest tied to this, so I'm assuming it must be a quest he triggered, and then they kind of wandered into my territory. So anyway, as far as cities and stuff go, we started over here. We're currently building up a little bit of an army because we are going to do some research soon that's going to increase the size of my armies, and then I can throw some guys in. currently still at 4. I've mainly been focusing on the early research. We can get into tier 2 now, just not have a lot of it kind of queued up and ready to go. My research isn't super fast here in the capital. 32, not awful. We don't have anybody on it. But over here we've got 41 just because of the placement. So part of the reason I grabbed this is because we wanted the titanium, but also there's really good production and really good research up here. And also had, a little bit of influence coming in. The problem is there's no food production here, which is an issue. So I do have somebody making some food. We are doing some research now. Oh, actually, we just finished some research that will let me do some things. So I do have seed storage coming in, which will give me food during the summer, but only during the summer. I think I'm probably going to put the husbandry center up here. And I'm not sure if this gives me +5 per population on just the city in this region or empire-wide, because this is a once per empire building. Either way, this is where I want to put it, because people here can't really produce food. So we do have good production as well, so it's a fine place to just throw it, as long as we can keep the city safe. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Food potentially being an issue up here. Then our last city we just founded quite recently is down over here. Just kind of getting it off the ground and running, trying to make sure we're at a positive as far as dust goes. And that's part of why this, in addition to the boss being here, it's somewhat tempting, because they have one of these golden trees, which gives you a whole bunch of gold and happiness. So if we can get that into the city, there's also... So there's like a gold tree, a dragon tree, and then a massive tree, like all super close to each other. If we can get all those into a city, that would be just amazing. Placement, though, we want to have room to expand, so maybe put the city on this side, but we want to have some food production. We do get some food on the savannas, so like this is definitely a possibility, but we need to pacify the guys here. I think we have a quest for that already. That's build one. Let's take a look. So right now, from a main quest, I need to research Era 2 technologies. So this just popped up. The Dorgeshi are somewhere out there. And okay, so we don't have a quest for them yet. And there's a special quest that popped up. If I can get peace with another empire, we'll get some Sisters of Mercy units, which is just kind of a nice little bonus. We have to get the research done for that, though, and that's in a tier 2. So we need to come down here and see what they want. Is there only one village? No, there's 2 villages in here. Okay. So we've got the 2 villages. Actually, are they? No, they are pacified already. Never mind. Yeah, zoomed out, like the color difference to me is very similar, so I have to like look at it directly to see, like, okay, that is different. It just doesn't stand out very well to me. So we have pacified them already, so we could move in kind of whenever and hope that some good resources spawn once the next resource stuff pops up. Maybe. We're kind of busy with production stuff for a while. The Altar of Riga in the capital will help us deal with winter effects. Up here, we could throw it out, but I think the Husbandry Center is a bit more of a priority. We'll do that. I'd like to get more units coming out, too. Like, I'd like at least one of my Flyer Wyvern guys per territory to kind of just keep an eye on things, deal with stuff when they pop up, because there's certain times a year we can go back to ruins and get things. So I'd kind of like that. And then down here, we're just trying to get this place off the ground and get glass steel coming in. So that's pretty much all that's going on. So yeah, nothing too crazy. We've got 2 wyverns now running around. We've got my main army here with our leader. He's giving me a bunch of bonuses at the moment to this army's defense, but we are kind of maxed out on the army. So he's helping everyone get XP and defense. I have moved through some of the main quest stuff a little faster than I did with the previous campaign, but I feel like we're not anywhere near as competitive this far in as I was in the last game. I feel like I'm just behind in everything. But I haven't expanded a huge amount, so that could be part of it. All right, let's go ahead. I kind of feel like viewing things here is sort of the easiest way to see what's going on. We're ready to end turn. So we'll just kind of hang out here for a bit. We'll do some checking on stuff, mainly just kind of flying around at the wyverns, taking a look at things. We are positive on our gold. We've got a bunch of influence coming in. Looks like we got a population increase. This army's wandering around. We'll probably go over and take them out. Like I said, I don't even know what quest it is. Nyleria has grown. Okay. Yeah, his army's wandering around, so he's in his own territory. So we can see really far with my wyvern right there on the border. All right. So let's come on down. We'll grab you first. I don't necessarily want to move out. There is like a ruin up here we could head towards to pick something up. Roaming army, what are you guys? Oh, they're like the weird jackal guys. Okay. I kind of want to explore a bit more. So if I just head out... I don't know that I want to fly over his territory, but we end up in my own, so I think that's okay. I don't think it'll tick him off. Yeah, these guys are dead too, so they've been active just killing off like every nearby village, pretty much. These guys are dead. Yeah, they've been really active just wiping out some of these. Yeah, and I don't remember if I pacified these guys. I might have pacified these guys, but yeah, they've been busy killing things. Interesting, interesting. There's my other wyvern. Yeah, he's down over here because I kind of wanted to check this out again. I would like to see like all of the areas adjacent just to take a look, but I don't necessarily want to cross into enemy territory. So we could go looking down here. It's like we can grab some stuff. Can I get there? No. All right, let's just go here. Okay, it's like he's been wiping out locals as well. Interesting. We've got some coastline down there. Yeah, a lot of ruins down here I can check with these guys. So you, I would like to go engage. Guess we'll come around this way. I did actually have some locals, you know, they kind of besieged my city up here for a little while. I don't know what they were thinking, but I found that if you only have militia inside your city, so it was like 2 units were besieging the city. I've got 3 level 2 militia, and I thought I could probably just pop the militia out and attack them. Nope, can't do it. The militia will help in the fight if I have something else come over and engage them, but the militia can't do it themselves. I don't know if that's because we were besieged already, or what exactly, but it kind of seems like if you're being besieged, your militia can't just jump out and fight. So you can include other military units in your defenses of the cities, and I'm assuming they can pop out and then fight, and then the militia would come to help, kind of thing. Anyway, up here, so if we kind of zoom out, we can kind of see... No, actually, when we're in the city, we can't, so fine, whatever. Up here, we are fine on food. We've got a lot of production. We're currently working on the borough streets, which will expand the city a bit and give us a bit more resources, which is nice. The sewer system will help happiness, although it's good right now because we have wine going out. We've got seed storage in the husbandry center after that. Probably after that, I might go for another wyvern just to get it out. It's like a little mini dragon for us. Lots of vision. And actually in combat, very, very strong. Down over here, we'd like to expand, but for right now, we're just sort of busy. We'll have the cantina next, so just increasing the defenses on the city a little bit, in case anybody wants to mess with us. Yeah, nothing too crazy, mainly focusing on production. We've got okay food, we've got positive gold. Working on the Drakkenlings at the moment, then we're working on gold production, well, it's dust, and some food production. Yeah, good gold production here, actually, if we wanted to dump more people in it, but I'm kind of focused on trying to get more resources going here. So yeah. The turns are going fairly quickly. We're not fighting anybody. We're not engaged in anything, although I am kind of moving their direction. We're just sort of scouting around at the moment with my new units. Looking at more of the map, seeing what's going on. Okay, infantry canteen is done. Working on the library. That army's moving around. Can see them also creeping around. We can fight anybody we want to in neutral territory because we're at a state of Cold War with everyone. We just can't go into their territory and fight them. They can't go into our territory and fight us unless there's a formal declaration of war. But we could end up, skirmishing a little bit here and there. But we sort of blocked these guys from moving west, and I was barely able to kind of get in. They already had this territory before I grabbed this one to block them off. And they had this one already before I grabbed this one. So they've been pretty fast at expanding out. So again, we just want to kind of look at stuff, see what's going on. We have to we can't fly over, and that's interesting. Okay, let's just kind of go down here. I want to see if there's any other ruins or anything for me to go check out. Down there's some. Can't see that one. Okay, nothing there. No, I think they've been active down here too. That's been destroyed, it looks like. More titanium. They don't control that, so we could swoop in and kind of check this out. We have to go all the way back around, really? Okay, let's just kind of fly on down here. Yeah, I think they've been pretty active. Who's this? Not sure. Magte. Some kind of archer. Don't think I've encountered them before. Alright. Let's go with you, and let's just go checking out stuff. I do have an increased chance of it, like, not finding stuff if I just have a regular unit go and check things. But I'm doing alright. Get a special bow, it looks like. Still have to be able to build it. So then we've got 2 more down here. Let's just fly along and see what we see. So we got some rumblers, I think. That's what they are. Demons. Looks like these guys have all been pacified. I don't think I've been down there, so it's kind of odd that they're pacified. Yeah, maybe I did come down. I did a few missions early on, just kind of wandering around, but a little hard to tell. Yeah, definitely some stuff we can grab, which is nice. Where did that other army go? He's over here, I think, just in a spot we can't see. There you are. I don't have any great backup, but there's only 2 units. Let's go ahead and engage them here. It looks like we're close enough that I can call in these city defenses as well a bit. These guys are pretty nasty, though. Where is my other... Oh, what are you guys doing over there? It's a little bonkers. Right, let's have you guys do this. You there. One of you can go crazy around this way if you want. See if we can lure them out, like one into this spot, and then we can just kind of trash them. I think that's kind of the idea. Maybe we can go the other way with one of the cavalry. Yeah, we're going to get all our actions before they get a chance to do anything. So you stay put, shoot him. I want you to stay put. I want him to walk out into this space, but I want him to be kind of stuck. Just go there. We've got our reinforcements coming in, potentially. Just go there. backup if we need it. Okay, I think that's everybody. I think I gave everyone the correct assignments. Not a ton of damage, but it's something. Okay, he's walking in. The other guy's just kind of stuck. Excellent. Alright. More of us coming in from behind. So yeah, you... That's fine. You go there, you go there. Since we're fast. Is that... Can they move into that tile? Not sure. Let's just jump in where he's at. That's fine. Just keep hitting him. Just bringing my militia in. Not sure how effective we're actually going to be here. Yeah, he did more damage to me than I did to him. We've got tier 2 gear on everybody, but it's nothing special. So we kind of need to swarm them and take them down. We didn't do any damage there? Wow, okay. Good hit from the infantry, though. Wow. Alright. Keep doing the same thing. In this case... Yeah, just... Well, I don't necessarily want you to... Yeah, you're going to act first, so you just stay there and attack. You just stay there and attack. I want you... Okay, we can't actually move there, so there must be a height difference. It's just hard to tell. So you're attacking, you're attacking, you're attacking. I really don't have anywhere I can go with you, unfortunately. You're going to keep attacking. You can't get there, or is it just not showing? Yeah, it's just not showing. Alright, that's fine. Start moving up to assist. Should be able to take this guy out this turn, since we got a really good hit on him last time. I can heal with my main guy here if somebody does get too banged up. He did 1 damage. Okay, that's 1. Yeah, not so sure about you guys moving in like that, but alright. Just militia up front. Probably not the best idea. Okay. We're pretty much all going to act before he gets a chance to do anything. Feel free to move up and hit him. You're attacking him. Can we not get up there? Okay, you can get up there. You're set to attack. You're set to attack. I'm just going to tell them all to attack. It might mean they're going to move weird places, though, because there's really no way in. Yeah, sure, just go for it. See what happens. Got the high ground. They could try to run around the other way. All right, sure. Militia not doing bad, honestly. Yeah, just everybody attack, it's fine, whatever. I think we're actually set for everybody. Don't really need to do any healing, I think we're fine. There we go. Since there's nothing else to do, we kind of freely did a little heal, but it was on a militia unit, I think. No, it was on one of my swordsmen. That's alright. We heal pretty quickly, though. And everybody reforms. And a little bit of XP for us. I should actually look. I don't think I have any good items, but I have picked up a few items. Yes, we've got a bow, crossbow, but no staves or anything. As far as like other special quest related stuff. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, in our skill tree here, we've unlocked a bunch of extra defense. All my guys have 15% more defense. We have a bit more chance of finding good stuff in relics and ruins. And we get a bit more XP. And of course, I've got tier 2 gear on him as well. So that is all of my units. So what are we doing up here? We'll have the Borough Streets next turn. That's nice. We'll kind of expand out this way, I think. It's going down right there. So we'll grab like these 3 tiles, expanding the city. I do like that there is actually a north-south block. East-west, the map just kind of goes around. But north-south, we do have it stopped. So I do like that. Gives us kind of a border here. We can reliably not have to worry about too much. Yeah, I think we're all set up here. Like I said, after that we might just go for another wyvern. Down here, public library for research, glass steel extractor, seed storage. We can get another borough street up though. Actually expand the city. That's probably going to be the main thing we want to worry about. People are happy with the wine coming in, so we don't actually need the sewer system. So if I was going to put a borough street up, we want to head over probably to get this included in the city eventually. It's extra food, production, research, money, and a bunch of happiness as well. And if we get this in, what is that? Just food, production. Yeah, nothing too crazy if we include the city, but the dragon tree is actually pretty nice. The ruins and the marshes and stuff are also decent if we want to head that way. So yeah, the ruin would be a good spot. But with the way this is built, we can't really expand out onto the water, so we'd be kind of stuck. I might as well just get it set. So let's see what we can get here. 6 food, 3 gold. 6 food, 3 gold, either way. A little bit of everything if we want to go here. A bit more research. I do like the extra production. But like I said, I do kind of want to get this incorporated eventually. If we go here, we have access to water. I do have some things I can build that will give me some dust production in the water. Let's do that, actually. And then up in the capital, we'll have our Drakkenling here in a turn. We still have to wait on the research. I'm not sure where it is exactly in our queue. So we have this coming, then we're going better weapons, better armor. Then we'll have the extra army size after that. Okay. So then we just have a bunch of this stuff already set, ready to go. So I would like to max out my research. It's something I feel like I'm not using my influence enough. I'm doing a decent amount of production. We'll use it for diplomatic stuff later. Right now, I can use it to improve things in our Empire plan, which we renew every, I think, 16 turns or so. So we've got 8 turns till the next one. Right now, I'm using, what is that, 300? So because of that, we've got a bit more of, I think, vision and happiness. We have a little bit of research, like 20% more research coming in. So right now, 30%. Part of this is because we're really happy. So from Empire Plan, 25 happiness, extra vision, 3 gold from cities, 20% research. But I could be spending more, and we could also help producing units a little cheaper, that kind of stuff. I kind of want the maximum benefit I can get out of that because I just have a lot of it coming in, and I don't feel like I'm using it as much as I should. Or as I could, I mean. All right, let's go ahead and just roll the clock on. We'll have a couple things done here this coming turn. Hoping these guys don't expand out. Oh, we got the winter. That's going to slow everything down. Although my wyverns should still be able to wander around okay. So topography, we've got advanced allies next. Drakkenlings and the borough streets are done. Dark season has begun, so less movement. Affect my flyers to less gold. -1 food production and gold on terrain tiles. Lots O negatives. We don't have the altar yet that's going to help us kind of mitigate some of the negative effects of winter or give us some interesting tech based on winter. But I am working on it. It's in the queue in the capital, so we'll have it sooner or later. In the winter, we can use you to kind of grab a bunch of stuff. He's got multiple armies out here. Just destroying these poor guys. I kind of want... Where was it? There was somewhere. Okay, there... Wasn't there another one I could see? Yeah, I guess it's just there. They're sort of in the way. They could attack me if I come out into neutral territory. Actually, I'm already in neutral territory. They could attack me anyway. I'm honestly a little surprised that they didn't go for that. I could just backtrack and grab some of the orbs. I really want to check out just the surrounding area. They shouldn't be able to move very much at this point. Yeah, I can't move very much either, it looks like. Disappointing. Okay, we could get something there, but that's inside their empire. I don't know if they'd like that, but it's certainly an option. Grab that. I've got the movement. I can kind of outpace them. I could kind of run in and try to grab this. I don't really know what I want to do with you at the moment, other than maybe just trying to grab some of these orbs. So we'll start heading back around. I might get attacked if I come down here. Let's check this out. Just some dust. Which is good, because in the winter we run pretty negative on dust. Let's grab that. And I can check this one out too. New quest. You've heard echoes of other empires and other cities who would compete with you for glory and renown. These rumors make your people restless. They would prefer that it is their city whose name is spoken with awe in the taverns and markets across Ariga. And this feat is well within your grasp. Live up any district or city center of your city, Fudoro, it's our main one, to its level 2. We are kind of working on that. We just need to build up 4 district streets next to the center of the city. In exchange, we'll get kind of a free research there, which, sure, we'll try to do that. We probably want to rearrange some stuff here. So in the city, We have positive food. Overall, we're negative on dust, so we could move some people over just to help out. Getting that not quite so bad, at least. -1 I can definitely live with, for sure. Eventually, I'll probably want to get another settler down here. What's this? Center for Mineralogy. +5 research per population on the city. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something we probably want as well. The lab is +2 research on terrains with science. Do we have much here in the capital? I've got like 4 in the middle here. Do have, so it'd be 3, 4, 3, 4. So it's not awful. Only cost me 1 gold per turn. So, I mean, that's pretty reasonable. This is 5 per population. Also good. I don't have to choose now, but I'm, definitely tempted. We could definitely at least get the lab going, I think. So worry about that. You're going to go in my main army here once we have it up and ready to go. So up here, we did expand. Unfortunately, because of the minus, we do have a lot of research coming in, which is really nice. So increasing the amount of research we have would be fantastic. Population here is probably not ever going to get super high because just no food production. But we could definitely use the lab here because we've got research on almost every tile. So we definitely want that. Down here, what are we looking at? Glass steel, seed storage, expanding the city. Yeah, we're fine with that for now. We are positive on food. I just want to double check we're positive on food everywhere. Yeah. That will do. I do think it's kind of weird. Like, it's hard to see like what the name of the factions are. It's going by like the AI name, which is really weird to me. Okay, we got a couple things done. Dredger and a library. We are being attacked by the demons down there. I could just fly away. I don't know that I can take 2 of them. These guys are really strong. If I retreat, I automatically take some damage. Tell you what, let's give it a try and see what we can do. Okay. So he's actually attacking me from the city, it looks like. Alright. So he actually was able to catch up to me enough. Yeah, you guys just get out of there. Successful retreat. We'll just need to fly away from there. I didn't realize he had, was able to catch up with me. These guys must have come out of the city, and then it was including the militia from the city. And I think these guys were involved too, but yeah, just want to get away. So first things first, let's just fly away. Hopefully they're not going to chase after me, since we did take a bit of damage there. And it's really slow movement right now. Looks like I can only go there. That's it. Alright. Takes all my movement. Fine. What do we have here? 6 turns for Empire Plan. Somebody gained a level, just militia. Go to our fight. So yeah, you guys, demons. Flame Walker. Takes no damage from lava flows, okay. Ash Breather. Ranged and support. What do you guys count as, anyway? Looks like we're a flyer, but I don't think we're counting as ranged or support. These guys do a lot of damage, though. They do have a really good attack, so... I should have good movement, too, so I'm just going to start back, because they're going to get an action before me. Actually, let me start, like, way back. All I really have to do is just bypass some time, if I really want to. So they're going to act... I'll just tell them to just attack whoever, and we'll just see what happens. How far they can move. This will be a good indication. Let me see how much damage I can do with an attack. Okay, decent positioning. Yeah, I took a little bit, but I did about double the damage. If I have to, I can probably just outrun them and stay away from them, because the battle only lasts a certain number of turns anyway, but initially here we can go ahead and just do a little damage. Maybe I can kill one of them. Let's see. Ooh, we got both there. Nice. But they are ganging up on me. I think we can definitely kill one here. I think I can survive. Nice. That was a ton of damage. Just slaughtered both of them. Alright, don't mess with wyverns, apparently. Should make some more of them. I didn't think we would take both of them out. 57 XP for that guy. I was thinking we could run like 2 of them in a group would be nice, but I just wanted initially to sort of look around with them, check things out. Got a level there. Alright, even though we're trashed. Is there anything I can get to? That's been checked out. There's one way over there. Just glass steel. Oh, got stuff out here too. Yeah, the ruin there is about the only thing around that's of interest for me to look at. Okay. Not ideal. I am going to go ahead and have you hop out and go take that. Then immediately jump back in the city. Because why not? Glass steel here in a turn. It's good. So yeah, we need 4 borough districts next to our main city here to get it to level up. And I think we've got... Yeah, we've got 2 at the moment. It really slows down your population growth if you build settlers, and I've built settlers out of here, so that's why it's not super high population. And I kind of feel like our population grows a lot slower than the Wild Walkers did, but that could be because I don't have like a ton of food growth coming in. So the more food you have, the faster your population grows. But hopefully the seed storage and the husbandry center being up in line will help that a lot. It's going to be really slow right now anyway because it's winter. We don't have much food coming in. We do have some, thanks to like the massive tree and stuff, but not a lot. So I just need to build 2 more, but we need population at a certain level before we can build more. And I've got 3 more slots here we can throw it into. Maybe here would be a good spot. We can get some access to water. We can get some more dust that way. And then the other one, we'll kind of see wherever. It's not going to matter too much. But they need to be adjacent to the center, which is right here. Unless I have 3. Is that 1, 2, 3? Yeah, maybe I have 3. No, that is the center. It just looks weird. So I've got 2. And then this is where we're building the temple for the winter stuff. So that's why it looks a little different there. Up here, sewer system's coming in. We don't really need it. It is going to make people super happy, and it doesn't cost very much, so it's fine. Seed storage is kind of the priority. Husbandry center after that. Lab. Yeah, I think we're fine. But yeah, I definitely would like more wyverns. They seem very, very strong, and especially if I can get them better stuff. Once we get that research done, the titanium stuff usually gives you a lot of really good, like the armor and weapons, a lot of good bonuses to health and damage. And they're already doing a lot, so if I can get a bunch of wyverns, I'll be in a very good spot diplomatically, militarily, just because I won't have to worry about it too much. Like I said, I'd like one kind of in each territory, and then maybe a group of 2 to wander around. Sewer system and glass steel extractor are done. Working on some seed storage. Received a message. Our lands are pearls. Do not ravage Mother Auriga. Alright, he's not happy about me looking at stuff inside his territory. Got a bunch of level ups. Yeah, you know, because of that whole incident, I can't really do a lot, but, you know, we can just throw a little compliment their way. Keep them happy. On behalf of our people and our mother, we acknowledge your generous words. So just to keep them sort of not angry at me or anything. They haven't expanded much. They've just been, like, murdering the locals. I'm just trying to explore and look around. Go take that one, I guess. Should be healing up. Yeah, we're healing up a little bit each turn. Could go fight for some more XP. Just going to keep heading over here. I don't have much else to do. Getting a view of kind of the coast here. There's a bit more space down there. I set this up so, like, the last one was basically just like one big continent. This was supposed to be a couple continents, probably. Like the setting was like a few continents. Alright, that's as far as we can move. I don't think we can actually fly out and grab this. I think we need a ship to do that. But I'm nowhere near, like, any coastline. We've got kind of a little inland seas and stuff, but nothing else. What do we want to do? Well, that's a good question. We could go ahead and grab that. Maybe this guy will attack me. We'll fight, get a little XP. It's fine. Seed storage will help, but mainly in the summer. Three turns for our advanced alloys. It'd be nice if I could ramp up my research a bit. Right now I'm just going to focus on production. We'll have a bit of research there. Just as far as like where I want to allocate people. I think that's okay for now. Seed storage, Borough Street. A little bit of research here. So the lab isn't an awful idea. People are happy. I don't really need the sewer system. At least not yet. That was something in the last game I expanded a lot, and then my happiness just went in the toilet. So the bigger and bigger that your populations are, and the more territories you have, just the more unhappy people are. How long would a wyvern cost? Or take? 7 turns. So 7 turns after the Borough Streets. Let's just go with the lab, I guess, as far as our next thing. And then if we want to do anything like that, maybe the Center for Mineralogy could be here in the capital. We could also wait, once we have a little bit more glass steel, we've got like 15 glass steel, we could work on an industrial megapole here, legendary building. The spy guys next to me might already be working on this because they've had access to titanium for sure, and probably glass steel for a lot longer. So they might be already working on this. But it can only be built once in the world, so I think I'm only getting like one a turn now. Yeah, so it'll take me quite a while before I can even start working on it. So let's go ahead and go for the mineralogy based here in the capital. The more food I can get in the capital, the better we can kind of expand, hopefully. Seed storage, working on the altar. Don't see anything else going on. These guys are cruising around. They might go in here and wreck the cities, which I really don't like. Yeah, I would like to take this territory. Alright, let's go ahead and head over here. We'll check out the ruin. Yeah, they've just been destroying everything that they find. 20 spice. Okay. And there's another one. Well, we could head that way a little bit. Like 3 of these we could pick up, and then we could go to that too. Could get in a fight there. We are like 2/3 of our health. Yeah, I might head down to check this whole situation out. I don't think I can see what they're doing, but they're in the general area. They better not settle this territory. I'll be very unhappy if they settle this, like not even adjacent to where they're at. That would make me very grumpy. Well, for XP, I think we might as well attack these guys. I don't really know what else we can do. There's nothing really useful in the area. Like, there might be something down here. Let's just fight them for XP. He's got an itchy butt, apparently. So let's have you there. Alright, so we're all going to get to act before they do. You guys definitely don't move and attack. You... Yeah, I mean, that's not an awful position. If you take that position... You're going to stand still. Throw a hit at him. Can I move down here? I can, okay. Yeah, just do that. I don't think facing matters. I don't remember from looking at the book and stuff, the manual, if facing, coming in from multiple attacks from different directions, if that makes a difference. Good damage. Hopefully he'll attack the same target. Nice. Got one dead before he could do anything, and he just moved into the kill box. Well, yeah. Stay put, attack. Stay put, attack. There's no reason for us to move around or anything, just hit him from every different direction. You only get one counterattack per turn. I thought I told you to attack him. You healed my guys up instead. Stay put, attack him. I think everything else is the same. There we go. Yeah, if we've got, like, free action at the end, do some heals. Yeah, a little bit of XP for everybody. Very nice. Still have our movement. Need it leveled up. Nice. Okay, nothing there. I'm assuming that's probably the end of the continent. Alright, take a look at our cities here. In the capital, got the altar going. That's going to help us for winter stuff. Seed storage will help us in summer. Not really going to do much for us at the moment. Husbandry center afterward might help us all the time. We are positive on food. We are losing a little bit of dust. It's not too bad. Still positive on food. Seed storage. Yeah, I think we're good. So I think I'm just going to end it, and then we'll see if anything crazy happens, and then we'll probably just call it for today and kind of check in as the campaign progresses. It's been going pretty well. I'm a little concerned about how fast these guys are spreading, though. Seems like everyone else is being pretty slow. Seed storage coming in. Okay, they're wandering off that way. Good. This is like village. So they didn't go in and destroy that village. That's good. They are headed towards my wyvern down here, though. It makes me wonder what's going on there. Well, our wine has finished up. We could take a look and see how everybody is feeling, though. So without the wine, which city even is this? So my brand new little city here, people are, 75% happy. It's pretty good. Capital, 65%, but they don't even have. Actually, did I give them? Yeah, I did give them a sewer system. So they've got a sewer system. So relatively happy, not ecstatic. People are very happy up here. But we do have wine production, so I kind of feel like I might as well. How much wine do I have at the moment? 152. Costs me 20 to get a 30 happiness bonus for 10 turns. I'm currently only getting 1 a turn. So it lasts for 10 turns. Cost me 20. So essentially I'm losing 10. So like losing 1 every other turn for happiness. But right now I could just kind of not worry about it, because we're still fairly happy. Like the overall approval level is pretty good. People are generally happy. If we're like fervent, we get even more of a bonus. So I think that's why we dropped from fervent down to just happy. So that's why we're a bit more negative on at least gold production, if nothing else. So during the winter, like, it kind of makes sense, I guess. Let's just keep everybody boozed up and happy. So let's do that. So that gets everybody, like, fervent, 98%. So now, yeah, it's not a huge difference. Like minus 11 instead of minus 19 or whatever it was before. But yeah, we'll just kind of keep the wine going throughout the winter to keep everybody relatively sane as things progress. Oh, he's trying to run down here and grab all of these, which is odd that he knows they're here. Big army. So he's already got the tech for 6 in an army. So he's kind of ahead of me technologically. I just want to check out the ruin. Like, I was going to grab this too, but I think his faction can actually see where these are on the map. Like if when you zoom out, I think they can actually see everything, even if it's in a fog of war. I think they can still see it. I could probably sneak in here and grab one. It gets me awfully close to him, and I'd have to just run away from a fight. I am still a little hurt. He might attack me anyway, just because, but if I just run, I don't think he can reach me. Because he should only be able to move like maybe 1 or 2 spaces at the most. But then again, his faction does get a lot of winter stuff, so he might not actually be affected by the winter negative movement. So yeah, it's showing he's got 6 movement. And even though I fly, I've only got 3, because I'm halved in the winter. But I can fly over stuff. So I'm going to back off. So I'll just kind of do my movement, and then we'll call it here. So you still very slowly healing up. I don't see anything of interest to check out. I think I've already hit most of the ruins and stuff up there. There is a pearl there. Like, I'm just looking around. Don't try to kill me. Just leave me alone. I just like exploring. So yeah, we could just grab that, maybe. Head that direction. There's one there and one there. Could pick those up. Then here, we're honestly not super far away from you. Might head that way. Just generally, in case we end up having to fight a war or something over here, keeping some of these guys safe. But I think that's going to do it for today. So it's kind of a bit of a view of how things are going in the campaign, playing as the Drakken. Generally pretty good. I think we are a little behind technologically. I'm hoping I can ramp that up a bit more once I get some more population. We can just throw people in. But I do want a couple more wyverns running around. Maybe try to prioritize grabbing this territory. Once that's done, then we can try to hunker down and try to catch up research-wise a little bit, maybe. Anyway, this has been Endless Legend. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.